Hello, Period 2 AP Psychology class. I'm Anne-Marie Andrews, and I'm a freshman at Lebanon Valley College in Annville, Pennsylvania. Some of the emotional effects of being a freshman is definitely being more independent and emotionally independent. For example, you're going to go through missing your family and stuff like that, and that, causes, sadness and stuff like that. There's a bit of an excitement too, a little bit of a rush to be on your own as well. I think it's a mix of emotions because you're going through so much. You're always busy, trying to find out where all your classes are, you're meeting new people, but also at the same time, the security and the stability of having your parents around and having your friends around is a little bit emotionally hard at the beginning, but it's something that subsides. And it's kind of all based on how you see it and how you end up at college. Economical effect. Well, the only money issue is right now is that I don't work now that I'm in college. So kind of everything, the college that I'm in, I can't really get out very much because there's no transportation. I hate the school. So economically, I can't buy other food. I can't buy new clothes. I have no money, really, is what I'm trying to say. I mean, so far it hasn't really, hit me yet that I'm going to have to pay for debts. I mean, I think that's something economically that's going to affect me later, but not now. Otherwise, things are paid for, but if you're someone who likes to, go out and buy food and stuff like that and go shopping, you can't really unless your parents are giving you all this money. So you're kind of a little bit tied down on what you can get. You're kind of stuck with everything that you have. The different responsibilities I have in college are basic everyday things, but you don't realize how much they were easier at home than they are when you're away. Brushing your teeth, taking a shower, eating, finding time to study, and finding time for socializing. It's the basic everyday things you have to do. However, it's on your time. And there are some people who like to go out and party, and there are people who like to stay in and study. You have to take care of yourself, and it's something that, yes, you've been doing for almost 18 years of your life, but completely on your own, doing your own laundry. You don't have mom doing your laundry, someone making you dinner, and if you've already done that for a while, then that's great. But if you haven't, you're 100% on your own, 100%. And it was a little bit harsh at first, now all of a sudden, you gotta wake yourself up, you gotta go eat when the cafeteria is open, because if you don't eat then, you're screwed. So, you gotta make sure you eat, you gotta make sure you study. You have to make time, and it's kind of all based on what's available around you. The main idea is that your responsibilities are, surviving, and what makes it different is that everything around you, your environment's very controlled, so you have to kind of adapt to a different environment for your food, for sleeping, and for studying. So that's pretty much it with responsibilities. I mean, it's something that you will get used to. It's very simple, but in the beginning, it's a little bit harsh. How do they affect me? They don't affect me very much anymore. I'm kind of proud of taking care of myself. I enjoy having my own time, my own schedule for myself, and finding things to do when I'm not busy. In the beginning, you're kind of just left at college, and you get a schedule, and it's like, this is what you do. And it's kind of confusing. It's very stressful at the beginning, because no one can really stand up for you, no one can really help you, you're helping yourself. So if you don't get something done, whether it's homework, laundry, or finishing a task, it's all on you, and that can be stressful. But now it's just, it's a product of managing your time. And once you master that, the responsibilities are a lot easier. The social changes that you endure during being a college freshman, I think is actually the most exciting part, because that's when you're given a chance to really spread your wings, to talk to whoever you want, hang out with whoever you want, until whenever. And it's perfect, because everyone's in the same boat as you. So my experience, I mean, now that I'm at college, my mind is so focused on college, my communication with people back at home isn't really big until, you know, I'm in the car on the way home for a weekend. I'm very focused on my life at college and the people there, because they're going through it with me. I'm pretty shy, so, you know, it took a little while, but, you know, I was in a multicultural fellowship program. I'm Spanish, and so I actually met about like 25 people in the first couple of days, so that extremely helped. And that actually brought me to one of my best friends, Devon. He's from Baltimore, Maryland. I love him. Another person that I'm really close to is my roommate, Juliet. She's from Queens, New York. We both have the same ideals. We both like to party. We both love to do fun things. We both have the same mentality. We're best friends. Those are the two closest people. I have a lot of other friends, but they're the closest people I have right now, and they're people I spend a lot of time with. You'll meet a lot of friends. You know, when it's nighttime, everyone's in their dorm, open your door, meet people. No one is going to care where you came from. Everyone is friendly. I think this is a time in your life, if you're shy, open yourself up, because it's a brand new time for you. And socially right now, it's going pretty good. Roommate-wise, in the beginning, I had two roommates, Juliet and Maggie. Juliet is the one I'm with right now, and she is my best friend. Another one I had was Maggie, and that kind of ruined my social interactions for a while in the beginning of the year, because we were in a forced triple. That was hell, but don't worry, it's something we can get through. She was the total opposite of us. She was very antisocial, had her head down on her book, couldn't have any friends in the room, always had the blinds shut, never had the TV on. But you know what, I think that was great, because that made me get out more, and it made me talk to people more, and I hung out more. My expectations for college. I expected a place to have a lot of fun in, and to meet a lot of people, and get a good education. The differences between what I wanted and what I got were two different things, and there are some positive and negative things. I expected a college that I wouldn't have to leave very often, and I'm home almost every weekend, because my college is very small, quiet on the weekends. People study on Fridays, if you see where I'm going with this. I also expected good education. That's something that, you know, in this school, I have to say, is outstanding. I love it. They push you, and the education, I think, has made me better at school, and made me better in my writing, my math, my psychology, everything. I expected adventures and fun new things, and I have, you know, had some fun and stuff, and meeting new people, and, you know, it's all fun in the process. Even learning, you know, time management, there's always something funny in it. You know, being late for this, not having time for that. There's always, you know, there's always time to have fun. And the fun factor is something that's been lacking in this college, because of the fact that there's really no transportation anywhere. And if people have cars, they're going home on the weekends, and there is absolutely no parties. But to get a bunch of people together, that's, at my college, doesn't happen. And there is really not much activity going on during the weekends. You want a place in a college that has good transportation, that has good things going on during the weekends. And you want to make sure that you find a group of people that you can do things with and stay in contact with, so that's very important. To be honest, not all my expectations have been met, but, you know, that depends on where you go to college. What's going on right now is I'm in my second semester of college, and now I have 4 classes instead of 5 like I did last semester. Reason being I have 4 classes now is because I will be transferring. So college really isn't for me. Not much going on. I can smell the lovely aroma of cow manure every morning. That's not my kind of idea. It's just, you know, I'm always more home than I am at this school, and I've given it such a fair chance. It's just, food's nasty, and you expect that with any school, but the social aspect there and everyone getting together is just something that's very, like, lacking. And I want to get out of there as soon as I can, and I want to go to some place that's maybe in Jersey, closer to home, so I could be with my family and still be able to have that freedom of, you know, maybe have a job outside of college, have a car, you know, so I can have more freedom, but still be responsible and still go to college. College, I think, has positively affected my family. I think they're very proud of me. They really treat me more like an adult. I feel like more of an adult. I feel like I have more responsibility, and yeah, it can be hard at times, but it's something that I really now empower, and I really do enjoy being an adult and taking care of myself, so it's something that my family really appreciates, and I feel we've gotten so much more closer. Okay, I'll talk about my classes. Well, everyone has to take gen eds, and I'm taking gen ed psych 2. It's pretty nice, like it. It's just basic, and just you gotta get the freshman sophomore year over it. Then junior, you can finally really get into your major. So I'm doing psych, religion. I also have Spanish. That's probably one of my most exciting classes. I love my teacher. She's great. And what else do I have? I have English. All you do is read a bunch of essays from other authors, and you analyze it, and then you have to do 4 big essays on them, and you gotta pick topics and stuff. And I mean, I'm doing very well in that class, but it's just boring, very boring. My classes right now, it's not as fun as they were my first half of the year. My first semester, I have to say, there was good and bad. I think socially, it wasn't, I mean, there were good parts and bad parts of it, because of my third roommate I had, wasn't able to really have, you know, some of my friends in my room and hang out, really. Wasn't a lot of freedom with that. So that was something that was pretty negative in the beginning of the year. Class-wise, I had the best classes my first semester. Favorite class on earth, and I will do it again, is my first year seminar, and it was called Sex and the City. It is based 100% on the show Sex and the City. It actually takes episodes and the topics that they provoke, and you actually write about them. And I mean, not just like these little summaries. I mean, you really get into the characters and their place and what they're kind of representing of women. You know, a lot of the show has to do with gender, identity, and our basic stereotypes of women, actually, and has to do with our sexual identity as well. And I think it's probably the most funnest class ever. You know, you write stuff all on that, and it's not about some boring English literature topic that you have to read in high school. It's based on the show. You watch an episode every time, you analyze it, and you write about it. That was probably the best show, and now the best class I've ever had. Psychology, probably everyone might have to probably take a psychology. I ended up in the first part of it for gen ed, and it was pretty tough, but I did the best in that. And Spanish, my teacher wasn't that great, but you know, all of my teachers this first semester were very good, but you know, you pick and choose with what you really like and what you don't like. Overall, with all my rambling and everything, I mean, this has been one huge experience for me. I know what to expect from a college. I know what not to expect from a college now. I've learned a lot about myself, a lot about my family, and that I have a lot of willpower. College is different for everybody, and for one, it's going to be something that you're going to enjoy and love, and it's going to be the best time of your life. So that's it, and enjoy, everybody, and hopefully you guys all get into great colleges and pursue your dreams.